Daniel, early in the game, it appeared that they were putting a lot of pressure on Jared, and so you guys went to the run game. Can you just talk about how well it worked and what sort of blocking you got up front and just what it felt like out there tonight?
We knew going into the game that we needed to run the ball. Our front five, the receivers, everybody, even Jared, we all knew that we had to run the ball. And after last week, our offensive line stepped up a lot against Oregon, and they just progressed this week. I'm so proud of them. I wish I could have them all up here right now talking to you instead of just me. They played a great game tonight. I can't even express my feelings, towards them. But, like I said, we all knew that we needed to run the ball. And, once they try to, stop Jared, we just had to ground and pound. And that's what we did.
I know all these games count the same, but can you talk about how important this one was to get you up to 5 wins now?
Yeah, like you said, every single game is important. I'm excited right now, but come tomorrow, we start focusing on USC, and every single game is important. This was a huge one. We all knew it coming into it. We were sitting at 4-4. I kept telling the team that we're 0-0. It's a whole new season start. So now we're 1-0, and it feels good. It feels real good. But this train isn't gonna stop right here. We're gonna take it down to LA and continue to progress, continue to get better. We got 5 weeks, so get everybody back healthy, strong, and just keep working in the right direction.
You had some tape there on your arm. Did you get busted open during the game or anything like that?
Yeah, as a running back, everybody banging on you, coming from every single direction, and for some reason my elbows keep getting busted open, so every single game I think I have to cover them up. So next game I might just start off with them covered, but that's the last of my concern. I never even know it until all the training staff comes running over saying that I won't be able to go in because the refs are going to take me out, so they cover it up. But it's just another thing, part of the game. That's all it is.
And you guys had what seemed to be your best and most balanced drive. On the first possession of the third quarter, you go up 27-10. I think Jared was 5 for 5. You guys were running the ball well. Big scored on that run around the end. At that point, it looked like you had complete control of the game, and suddenly they scored 3 times in a row. What were you thinking at that point after they took the lead?
It's just our offense knows what we can do, and to start off the game, we weren't there. And there's a lot of possessions that we had. I'm disappointed in myself. I dropped 2 balls tonight, and I wish I could get those back. But it still just comes down to knowing our offense, and every single person on the offense, they know what we can do. And just those couple of drives, it shows once we're all clicking on all cylinders, then anything's possible. And so once again, we've been in some tough games this year, and we always know it's gonna be a 4-quarter game. But it just comes down to who executes more. And our offense, we knew every single time they scored that we just had to respond, and we did. And it feels good that we were able to do that.
So even when it was 27-10, you knew there was a lot of game left?
Absolutely. I kept telling everybody it was 0-0, and we needed to put points on the board. The mentality out there on the sideline when we're up by a lot isn't anything, because it shows what other teams can do. They can come back in a heartbeat, and which they did, and we were ready for it. If we weren't ready for it, I don't believe that it would have turned out the way that it did. So, just going into it, I keep telling everybody, the coaches keep telling everybody, we just reiterate, it's 0-0, there's still a lot to play in the ball game, and we got to keep it going. That's all it is. We got to put points on the board, and I was very disappointed to a couple of drives to let James go out there and kick a field goal because we left a lot on the field. I feel like we should have had touchdowns instead of field goals, but I'm glad that we have a great kicker that's able to put it through the upright. So I have a lot of trust in James.
Just last year, your coaches said maybe you guys had a hard time, or they had a hard time running the ball 3rd and short. Today, they even went to it on some 3rd and 6s, 3rd and 7s. How does that feel for you as a running back to know that they've got that kind of confidence in the running game right now?
It's great that you bring that up, because it was 3rd and 1 and I didn't pick it up. So, I look at what's real, and that was a very important drive that we had to punt the ball. So that's the only thing I'm focused on right now. I got to get better at that. I'm glad that they have trust in me, but I'm still not where I need to be, and especially on crucial drives like that, I can't afford to put my team in that position.
Daniel, you converted 5 third downs yourself in the first half. Do you take much comfort and confidence in that?
Absolutely. I mean, it comes, to the coaches trusting me, and when the coach puts their trust into me, I got to make plays, and it's great knowing now, our running back coach Ingram, he stands by the chains. He tells me what play I need to do and, how far I got to get. And, I just go into it, keep that in the back of my mind. I need 5 yards, I need 6 yards, I need 3 yards, it doesn't matter. But I got to convert. And if they're going to put the job in my hands, then I have to do it. And it just comes down to just executing and everybody executing. That's all it is.
Is that how you felt before the game too, knowing that the offense was going to probably lean on you because of the Beaver scheme?
No, not at all. Not at all. I never go into games thinking that the offense is going to lead on me. I don't like to put that much pressure on me. But going into it, I knew that we needed to run the ball, and I know we have great backs. I know that we have great depth. We have Trey Watson and Vic. We got 2 great running backs beneath me that they could be starting anywhere else. And when Coach Franklin calls on us to make plays, then we got to do that. And Vic had a great end around, 19-yard touchdown to, help us out when we needed it. We really needed that touchdown. And he read it perfectly. Been paying attention in the game, watching the schemes, watching the defense, and seeing how they're blitzing and things like that when I was in. And so he was able to, convert when he needed to. So, once again, it just comes down to everybody executing. And our offensive line, they played great tonight. I can't even, it's just, without them, none of this, I wouldn't be sitting up here right now. So, I give all the credit to them. It's just, it feels good knowing that our offensive line is continuing to progress in the right direction. And, we still have to build on a lot, but, we're going to enjoy this one right now.
When you had that last possession, when you had the chance to ice the game with a couple of first downs, what was said in the huddle?
We just knew going into it, we just had to make plays. Playmakers had to step up and make plays. We had to keep the chains rolling. We were been thinking about touchdowns. We were thinking about keeping the drive alive and making sure that we kept the ball and not putting the ball in their hands to try to make a play. So it just we talked about it as an offense. The receivers, quarterback, offensive line, everybody. When we sat in the huddle and we as a core group, we just knew that the ball is in our position. We need to keep it as long as we possibly can. Keep them off the field.